Hello and welcome back to Devlog at Download Festival 2024, and I am here from 311. Your name, please, sir?
My name is Nick Hexum. I'm
Nick Hexum.
Singer and guitarist. We also have a lead guitarist. There's 5 of us in 311, and we're very happy to be here in Download and speaking with you today.
Absolutely. Well, this is a bit of a great one for me because I remember back in 1994 and I was working in a record shop, and 1994 was a classic year for me. A lot of great records coming through, and I was into like Dog Eat Dog, Biohazard, and this band called 311, right? And you were doing, like, I went back to that record when I saw your name on the bill, and like Grassroots, and I was like, man, you know, this predated so much stuff. Like, you know, there's about like Limp Bizkit on the bill today. You're doing that ages ago. Like, so how does that feel for you, being the precursor?
Well, it feels nice to know that some artists have come up influenced by us, and maybe more current artists like the guys from the band 21 Pilots.
Yeah,
told me that when they were first starting out, some drunk chick came up to them and said, "You guys remind me of a mixture of 311 and 311." And they said, well, we'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, like in newer bands like Turnstile, tell us that they grew up on 311. So I'm very happy being the sort of elder statesman of alternative rock.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we just celebrated a 34-year anniversary. Original lineup, same 5 guys, and that's very rare these days.
That's exceptionally rare. I mean, a lot of bands can't get through 3 albums with the same. You know. So, and one thing that strikes me about you guys is you haven't stopped. You've been very prolific. You know, there's a lot of material out there. You know, and what do you think is the secret to, like, you know, staying that focus?
Well, I think we never really got overexposed. You know, we always stayed kind of hungry and fostered a direct relationship with our fans and stayed slightly underground. And then as far as the personality issues of getting along with guys, you have to respect democracy and be ready to not get your way. Sometimes you get outvoted. And then just keeping an attitude of gratitude, where we realize we're very lucky to do this. And now we're just finished up our recording of our 14th album. And that's going to be coming out in the fall.
Awesome. I mean, your fans as well, the hardcore fans. So shout out Vicky Reader. She's a big fan of yours. She just saw you in London and then come here, see you here. I think you took your photo with her. Anyway, there we go.
Much appreciated.
There you go. She's got a shout out. But yeah, when you came up for interviews, I was thinking about her. I was like, she'd never forgive me if I passed this one up. So, but your fans are like hardcore fans. They've been with you like since day one. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and you know, we want to send out our apologies to our European fans because it's been 22 years since we've been here, and we know.
Yeah, I saw that.
Whenever we do 311 Day, there's always a decent amount of Brits and Australians that come to Las Vegas to celebrate 311 Day with us. So we really appreciate people that have gone through that much effort. Yeah. But now, you know, we've got new management that has more of a presence over here, and we're committed to coming back and keeping the European thing going for us.
Well, it certainly seems like it was a major event, your gig in London the other day, by all accounts.
I couldn't believe how much people were singing along. Yeah. Like more than in the States. Like, beautiful design. I could hear them so loud. It was a really special show. Oh, that's so awesome.
I wanted to take you back even further, actually, to when you like formed the band, because there wasn't anybody else really. Well, there were a couple of people playing around with like putting rappy bits in with the funkier side of rock and stuff like that. But were you like directly influenced around about that time by the golden era of hip hop that was going off at the time? Because especially I'm thinking Beastie Boys and stuff, you know?
Yeah. So, you know, when I graduated high school, I heard these bands coming out of LA, like Jane's Addiction, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Fishbone. Yeah. And so the idea that you could combine any style you want and play it with punk rock intensity was very exciting to me. And then, you know, Faith No More had a rap rock hit, but then there wasn't really anything on the radio for a while until our song Down kind of broke open the rap rock thing. Yeah. And it wasn't, they didn't, the radio didn't embrace us with open arms. It became because our fan base became so strong through grassroots, where we just would tour and then we'd go back to a city and it would be so much bigger and so much bigger. And finally they capitulated to us and let us on the radio. So, you know, we just stuck to what we do, which is not recognizing any boundaries in music. Sure. Anything goes.
And that attitude still prevails.
Yeah, and we like, our very first single was like hard rock guitars mixed with like Latin salsa music. Yeah. It's called Do You Right, dun 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 dun. And then we had reggae, and we've got the hip hop. We loved Public Enemy, Beastie Boys, Cypress Hill, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul.
All the classics.
Yeah, there was a lot of hip hop influence there, but we also like big guitars. Yeah. You know, so having that kind of shuffle groove with big guitars and rapping and stuff, it just was what we were drawn to.
Absolutely, and setting the foundations for what has gone, you know. And to be honest, the initial ideas and the ethics of your band to be all embracing is still like only just catching on now. It's still relevant today, you know what I mean? And this new generation of bands are being like, oh, we don't need to have boundaries. It's like, no, we told you ages ago, you don't need boundaries, you know?
No, people love creativity and they love taking chances. So we just keep finding new influences to put into our music. Yeah. Our new single is called You're Gonna Get It, and it has a bit of like trap EDM kind of beats, but then it's a really heavy hard rocking song. So it's I think we continue to find boundaries to push.
Absolutely, and the technology gets better and the studios get better, and you only limit your imagination, really.
Yeah, collaborating with new producers, and it's just fun. We're grateful to get to do it.
Well, it's been so amazing talking to you today, mate, and keep pushing those boundaries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Take care.